Happy New Year. Welcome to the Jonathan Acuna podcast. It is episode 1 of the new year, January 2nd. Oh my gosh. 2025. We have a new year. We're starting over. New opportunities, new habits, new mindset, new skill set. Let's get this. In today's episode, we're going to talk about 4 things. One, we're going to talk about the 4 offers to scale any business, the end of social media and the algorithms, business automation tools to help scale your business, and 2 funnels every business should have. So, as I mentioned with the theme of the show, I just want to share one idea with you. We're going to sit back, relax, do some chores, put this on in the background, relax. We're just going to chill out, hang out. I'm going to share some ideas, get one idea so that we learn continuously with our 1% improvement rule or like principle. Where basically, if we learn something new today, we become smarter every day, or we wake up tomorrow smarter. I just finished the gym session. It's late at night, and I was like really sitting on the couch, and I was like, oh, it's like 11 o'clock. I don't want to, I'm just tired. It's been a long day. And I was like, no, I want to go to the gym. I have to go to the gym because I know how I feel. I just feel great when I wake up in the morning after a good gym session. It's like, man. And I keep my gym session like very, I know we're going to talk about fitness, but fitness is always good. I keep my gym setup pretty reliable. I call it the dummy proof or the no excuse setup. It's pretty much there's no excuses to work out. I've removed all of the barriers that would be like, oh, they're not open, or oh, I don't have a membership, or they're closed, or something wrong with the car, or it's too cold, or oh my God, I don't have whatever laundry done or whatever. Like, oh my God, I don't have all the gear or anything. Oh my God, I don't know what to do. I've literally dummy proofed my workout plan, and I want to share that with you so that there's no excuses to stay fit, stay healthy, live longer. Health is priority. Before we get into business, we're going to start off the episode with health as your number one priority. So I want to share a little bit of how I take care of my health. So I have these adjustable dumbbells. You get them on Amazon. They're dumbbells that you could adjust, and they go from 0 to 55 pounds. No, they actually go longer, from 0 to 90 pounds per dumbbell. I think it's Bowflex that does one. I have one that's a Chinese knockoff and one that's a Bowflex, which is interesting. I'd highly invest by the brand names. I have the Chinese version one, and it's like it's on its last leg. I've had those two set up. I have 2 of those in like a raised stand. So now I have 2 dumbbells. Each one goes up to 90 pounds, which is more than enough, honestly. And then I got a really good bench that could adjust, go up and down. So I got the bench, got a yoga mat for the floor, and that's it. That's like super basic. That it's all I need basically. Then I couple that with an app. Nothing I mentioned, none of the companies or businesses that I mentioned in this app, I'm sponsored by. It's just me doing my own thing. The app that I use is called Fitbod, Fitbod. Double check it's Fitbod. Fitbod, yeah. Their membership is like $79 a year, but you can program the app towards, of course, what your goals are, current weight, and all that fun stuff. But the more important thing is that you can program it to what equipment you have or don't have. So if you just have dumbbells, if you have a bench, if you got some elastic bands, whatever your setup, even if you don't have nothing and you just want to do body weight, you can configure the app so that it knows what your current setup is. And so I just have the dumbbells set up. So all the workouts are very set up to just use the dumbbells, and then I log the weight. And then I'm trying to introduce a new principle that for me is called the three rep max, meaning go to your max and then add 3 more. Like pushing yourself to just try, and it's more of a mental thing just to pushing through. I just want to train myself because like your mind will give up before your body does, David Goggins style. But yeah, it's really training your mindset more of like, oh my God, my body's tired, it's about to give out. It's like, okay, I got 3 more reps still in me. I got 5 more reps still in me, and I'll just keep going. So that's a little bit of mindset training. And then I do that 4 times a week. Well, my goal is 4 times a week. So I'm reaching that so far 2 weeks into our new year, which I'm happy about. Because I wake up, I love doing heavy weight, like body weight, like super heavy weight lifting. That just makes me feel so good. So yeah, and then I eat pretty clean as far as just chicken and rice. Keep it very lean because everything in the food is GMO food. Everything has so much sugar. The hardest habit for me, I've been cutting out a lot of that stuff. The hardest habit to like stop was coffee creamer. Like I was a huge coffee creamer. Like, and I thought I was even doing the better one with like no BST in it. If you, it's a growth hormone that they give the cows, because of course they poison so much of our. You have to understand the American diet is just pure poison. Whether you go to fast food or most of the stuff you buy at the grocery store is just pure poison. It's chemicals that they don't allow into other company or other countries. Other countries have banned, which is like, it's just a travesty. That is like all the oils, like trying to eliminate the oils from your diet is like if you can eliminate sugar, all the oils. I'm trying to remember, there's a couple other GMO food and um and just the chemicals like red dye number 5 or yellow number 5 or any of those sodium bicarbonate. I even tried jerky with has Sprite soda, something with an S word that's not good. So now it's like you gotta like scan. Now what I do is I'll scan the ingredients with ChatGPT, and I was like, "Hey ChatGPT, which foods are carcinogenic?" And ChatGPT will break it down. There's another app called, I don't think I downloaded it, but it'll actually tell you what. Oh, Yuka, Yuka. It's the weirdest name. Yuka will actually scan the barcode of food and tell you which food is not safe to eat. So it's like you really have to be so proactive because they're literally trying to poison you with all the trash in the American diet. And it's because of, like, you think of any of the biofoods, the one with the PHIFER that we can't say the name online. Um, like their whole history of their business that they have not cured one thing. You go to the doctors only know two things: pills and surgery. Fucking great. Like it's so bad. And the more you peel back the layers of the corruption, the like, it's very hard to find corporations or companies. There's a guy that's I'm sure you've seen him on TikTok and Facebook. He has a t-shirt brand called Cancel This Clothing Co. But he does these great deep dives where he goes to aisles and Target, and then shows you which of the products are owned by big corporations and which of the products are owned by small mom and pops. And he has an Excel sheet on his website for free that you could download to kind of. And I think stuff like that is like we should be encouraging more small businesses to buy, because really this is something I always held after the first election that I voted in. I was like, oh, the voting is rigged. We should, which what actually has more impact is your dollars. Your dollars have where you spend your money is more voting impact of the change that you want rather than voting every 4 years, which is more of a selection kind of thing. So that's where I was like, it's just trying to peel back the bullshit in the world, honestly. Just trying to be a human, just trying to live healthy, make an impact in the world, and just be on the right side of whatever the spirituality or spiritual war is going on. I know we're getting way off topic. We're supposed to be talking about business, but it's just me and you. There's no one else listening. So this is kind of our own secret corner of the internet. It's going to segue into the first topic, actually, let's dive into, which is the end of social media and algorithms. I listened to a very interesting video. You could listen to it too. Let me get you the name. It was called bear with me. I have it right here in my history. How Algorithms Are Manipulating Us in a Racing Culture by Ashley Embers. Ashley Embers. Very fascinating video. I applaud good journalism because that is very rare. There's probably, I could literally count on one finger all the journalists that have integrity that I would go to and actually trust what they say. Like I could literally count them on one. Whitney Cummings, I think is her name. That's it. That's the only one that I could count that she's like, oh, you do real investigative journalism. Like you really do your research and you really peel back the bullshit. You have no agenda. It's like, and because it's like, trying again. talking about trash food that we're putting in our brain, also trash news that we're trying to consume, which again, it plays with this video called The Algorithm is Manipulating Us in Erasing Culture. When you go on social media is not social media. There's no social aspect of it. You're not finding out and keeping up to date with your friends. You're not getting fed. It's not in chronological order so that you could catch up with whatever you consumed the day before. You're literally force fed stuff, trash that's just to keep you on the algorithm's just designed to keep you on the app. It's not, you're not getting more educated. You're not learning anything new. Your attention span's getting eroded. Your morals are getting questioned. Like you're just getting fed trash. It's like social media and the algorithms have literally erased any social aspect to building a community, which segues into the interesting aspect of what I finally had a light bulb moment that I want to share with you. That's the unique thing. Since I've, again, within the last 3 weeks, I've been on this whole school community, um, following this one that's they're the largest AI agency one. I'm not gonna say the name, but I've just been me participating in it, sharing what I'm learning, answering questions, trying to support other people. The interesting thing about it, because like every week I get three new solid connections of like really high mucky mucks, like really interesting people. Like today I had a call with the serial entrepreneur who's exited two companies in 8 figures. Like fascinating. And he was asking my thoughts on how how do you he wants to of course jump into the AI opportunity game, but he doesn't know where he and his business partner can play, which I'll talk about that next. Um, but the interesting light bulb moment that I had with school is that there's no AI bots, there's no AI content, there's no algorithm. It's just a it's just a private or public, depending on if the group is open, forum with people just asking questions and then getting a bunch of responses. It's almost like a public mastermind. It's like Reddit before Reddit became trash. Um, and so there's no algorithm, there's no bots, because you have to understand when you consume social media content, whether it be TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, the comments, especially X, the comments are actually bots, and they're actually your comments are different than my comments in videos. Like there's the whole dead internet theory, which basically is the premise that most of the internet traffic is mostly just bots and AI generated content. That's going to be way more significant in 2025. Speaking that Facebook is now like, hey, how do we show growth? Because, stakeholder growth at all costs. I know. Let's do bots accounts that bot with bot profiles and bot personalities and more AI generated content. And that was the interesting thing video that Ashley Embers puts in, is like, because she follows Pinterest and stuff. And all the Pinterest is AI generated content. Like the internet that we know of is dead. It doesn't exist. Now, again, I come from like the internet before the 90s, in the 90s area where like private forums and like you can find all sorts of scandalous information of learning anything you wanted. Oh my God. That was just ripe for education, like stuff they didn't teach you in school. Oh man, that was, and then the social network back then, where I think it was like MSN chat form, where you can literally chat with your friends and and like all that was true social network. And the kids, there's I think the newest generation alpha. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like that's the newest generation. They're going to be born not having any conception of a world before AI, which is scary. That's terrifying. That's like, wow. Because you can't trust these algorithms. You can't trust AI. Like, like the internet that you know of is dead. We're now being mo- influenced by algorithms. There's a personal algorithm tailored to you that's feeding you content to keep you on any of these platforms. So whether you're on Facebook, Google, YouTube, Google SEO is dead. Like it's mostly all ads. Facebook, dead. Like all ads and AI generated content, especially for the boomers, it's really hard for them to just, they can't tell the difference. I'm having a hard time telling the difference. I picked up the phone for this one company. I gave them a call. They didn't pick up, but they immediately shot me a text and then a phone call called me back. And I immediately picked up it was an AI voice. And I was like, "Are you an AI voice?" And then she was like, "Yes, I am an AI voice, but I need to answer questions in order to continue the process of blah, 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 blah." And I was like, click. I was like, "That's freaky." I was like, wow. Um, so uh, I don't want to get doomer on this forum kind of thing. We're just having an honest conversation between you and me. But like, look, especially, I don't think AI agents, AI chatbots, and AI algorithms are the solution to bettering humanity. We're replacing humans at an outrageous pace that I don't think is going good. Just my two takes. And I'm super deep in AI. I'm super deep in technology, trying to like again advance AI, build AI chatbots, build AI voice agents. I'm on the cutting edge, but at the same time, I'm also trying to be aware of the social impact because I come from a time before the internet, and it's like where are we headed? And it's interesting because I'm also following like deep diving into Dune, the book too, and they have this thing called the Butlerian Jihad, where basically it's the outlawing of AI because they pretty much handed over all their decision making to AI, and it had negative impacts, and it led to a lot of wars, and then they just banned AI, and they're like, then they have I think it's memtats that are the only approved AI thinking bots, but they're like human. Forgive me, I'm not like a super fanatical, but I love this concept because that's basically where I see we're going with accelerating. There's some really good sci-fi tropes like I think it was like Star Trek. Also had a concept where I mean it's like the Wizard of Oz too, where it's like where we hand over all our decision making to a higher AI logical compute, and it's not in our best interest. I mean, we're seeing insurance agencies deny people's claims because of AI. We're seeing people getting rejected from their resume from HR scanning because we're using AI. We're seeing people not get personal or business loans because banks are using AI. So I don't know, just throwing that out there. While everyone wants to like promote, hey, the next AI, look at the next AI tool, look what you could do now, and like let's take a step back and let's make humans better again. The weird phrase, make humans great again. But that's the interesting thing that I've noticed with school because I'm like, why am I building so many interesting connections so fast on this platform versus any other platform? And I was like, oh, yeah, there's no bots, there's no AI generated content. Oh, this is a social network. Man, I almost forgot what that felt like. So that's interesting. I'm not promoting school or anything, but it's like, because again, I got on school because I wanted to find out like where are, because you can only learn so much from YouTube videos and courses and stuff. So it's like, okay, I need communities are the next level, and Reddit too is it's kind of far behind too. It's like trying to find, okay, where are we going to find the next level? Where can I learn real world cutting edge? Who's pushing the envelope? And school communities are pretty good as far as that. I'm learning a ton, sharing. I have I can say that. But yeah, that was just my thoughts about AI algorithms and the dangers. Let's move on. More human to human connection. Um, I had a thought about a business mastermind that where it's only offline, it's only in person, and then where basically the two halves of it. Let me know if this is an idea. Throw it in the comments if you're interested, but it's only in person. It's business networking, but it meets once a week, say like every Saturday, and it's divided into two parts. The first part is like 45 minutes of training so that you can learn something from some expert. And then after that is speed networking for about 3 minutes of rounds, where basically for 3 minutes you get to speak, you get to sit with a fellow business owner that you never met before. In 3 minutes, you'll see if you guys connect, vibe, and if you guys want to build a relationship going forward, kind of thing. Nothing dating kind of thing. It's just like speed networking, building connections because you're like, I mean, the whole 6 degrees of separation, you're really like one person away from that insight, from that connection, from that growth, from that breakthrough kind of thing. So I think that would be really cool as that kind of business mastermind. I kind of want to facilitate that, but let me know in the comments if you're interested. Just throw it in out there because it's not online. It's not on Zoom. It's because I think we're zoomed out and we're online communities burnt out kind of thing. We just want to make. I want to facilitate more human to human connection. That was just a thought I had today. So let's dive into business. The four offers to scale any business. This comes from Myron Golden, and I think it's just a fascinating um, idea that you can take into your business because at the end of the day, with business, you're always just trying to like, how do I use AI and how I think AI helping you do copywriting and specifically to help you develop these four offers, it will help you scale your business, simplify. So offer number one is called a lead generation offer. So it could be a PDF book, masterclass, webinar, something like that that you're giving away free in exchange for their email or contact information so that you can follow up. It's an offer. It's really good. I'll give you an example. I was on Facebook Reels the other day, um, and an ad came up for luxury watches, and I was like, "Ooh!" 30-second video ad caught my attention. I was like, "Interesting. Tell me more." Clicked on it. Took me to their Shopify website. I browsed around. I was like, "Okay, pretty good." I'm never gonna come back there again. But I was like, I like their prices. I like their watches. Real nice. I have a little passion with watches. I want a collection of, I want a Patek. I think it's a 5711 or 57. I think it's the 5712. Don't quote me. I'm learning. It's 11 or 12. It's the one with the three extra chronographs on it. It's real beautiful. I like the Pateks, and I also want a Richard Mille. I really want those two. I think it's the '01. Forgive me, 5501. I'm learning. I those two I want in my watch collection. I actually have it on my like vision board kind of thing for my wallpaper with my Porsche. I really want a Porsche 911 GT3. I'm very specific. All murder blackout. Oh my god, that's what I want. I'm gonna get that. So, well, as I was leaving this watch ad on the Shopify store, before I left, a pop up comes up and says, "Hey, do you want 79% off on your next order? Enter your email." Fuck yeah, that's an irresistible offer. Enter my email. Bam. Now, great marketing, phenomenal marketing. One, they got me. So one, they're running ads. So you have to run ads, fortunately, if you want to get leads. I was coaching an entrepreneur today, and she does productizing offers, and she, she's she wasn't getting consistent leads every month. It was all through referrals and networking and some content on LinkedIn. And I was like, "How do you scale your business?" And she's, "Have you ever run ads?" "Oh no, I don't run ads." I have to bust this myth. You have to run ads if you want to scale. There's only two forms: creating organic content and running ads. Content game is a long-term game, honestly. But you have to, like, for example, 2 days ago, I ran an ad, probably my best ad that I ran. Nice, beautiful 6% conversion on the ad. I was proud of it. Really good, irresistible offer. In 24 hours, I got 24 leads. Tell me how you're going to do that any other way. Like, granted, I spent about $100 on that ad. Spent $100, 24 hours, got 24 leads. Done. Didn't have to post content. So it's like people just don't do ads correctly. So you don't have irresistible offers. You're not doing video. Your copywriting sucks. You don't do A/B testings. Like, I've been doing marketing for like over 10 years, and these are just mistakes that I see first time business owners make. That it's like, how are you going to scale your business? You have to run ads. Like, I took a coach. In 90 days, we doubled his revenue once we fixed his Google ads. He doesn't post on content. He does not have any social media content. He's in Hawaii if he's watching this. Shout out, much love. We doubled his revenue in 90 days just by optimizing his Google ads and building a funnel and doing the copywriting. So it's an irresistible offer. He's never in the 4 years have had to post content for his business, and he's profitable. Like, there are levels to this game, especially in marketing. So that's why the lead generation offer, it's like, because I'm never going to go back to that watch website, their Shopify store. Your customers are never going to go back to your website. They're going to go back to social media. That's where they're hanging out on. So that's why you need a lead generation offer, something that pops up within the first 5 seconds that they, because they're only on your website for 5 seconds, 5, 10, that's it, gone. They're bounced. So you need something, a squeeze page gets into the two fun. Okay, let's dive into that one. Two funnels every business needs: a squeeze page, a lead. Basically, a squeeze page means it's a very top of fold page, has one offer, and you enter your email. That's it, nothing more. There's no about me, there's no anything. You're sending all your cold traffic and all your social media links to that squeeze page to just turn cold traffic into leads. And that's your lead generation offer. Just collects leads. Then the second offer, again, this is coming from Myron Golden, is the lead conversion offer. You need to have some offer to convert those leads and separate the ones that are going to be paying customers. It's usually a low ticket offer. It could be $27, $40, $47, or $97 as the first offer, for example. Something along low ticket, because what they're doing is they're testing. They're trying to build trust, basically. But you need to separate which leads are interested and willing to pay for a transformation or some result, some quick win. So you need to have a lead conversion offer, also called a low ticket offer. But this is also going to help reduce your ad spend. It's not going to self-liquidate. It's not, or ideally it would be nice to self-liquidate, but it's not. But it's just to self-liquidate your ad costs a little bit. The third offer, which is called the customer ascension offer, this is a core product offer. This is $997, $2,500, some higher ticket. This is your profit multiplier. This is the product that as we're ascending the customer towards value. This is the offer that you build, that you generate profit for your business. Because most businesses, they just sell one thing, and they're like, and then they don't have lead. They don't do lead. They don't have a lead generation offer. They don't have a low ticket offer. They're just trying to sell this one offer or one service. It's a horrible way to grow and then you're wondering why your business is not growing month over month, or you're not able to scale. It's because you don't have these 4 offers to scale your business. So the offer number 3, customer ascension offer, that's important because that's your profit driver, basically. Number 4 is called the customer retention offer. This is something like a subscription, or they pay once and they continue to get access to it, for example. The retention offer is important because it's going to stabilize your revenue month over month, because most businesses are seasonal. They have some, either could be even monthly trend, or even yearly trend, where some of the months are more profitable than the other months. Like December is probably worst month, for example. So you need a retention offer so that you can move those people in, and that's going to stabilize your revenue. So those are the 4 offers. Credit goes to Myron Golden. Highly recommend checking him out online. You can use those 4 offers to scale any business. You can also pump those into ChatGPT to help you with crafting what are those 4 offers, and then you test them. You do, what is it? Direct response marketing, where you put an offer, test how many results you get. It's a conversion score. And then you A/B test. A lot of them don't A/B test, which is another mistake. They just run one ads, or they'll do ads for like 3 months, and they run the same ad, and then they're like, oh God, ads don't work for my business. And it's like, no, you tested one offer. It took me 7 tries, 7 versions to A/B test to get that offer that converts at 6%, that brought in 24 leads in 24 hours. Like, it was because I was I was like version 6 of the ad. So you constantly in marketing, you're always testing, A/B testing. You're testing your ads, you're testing your funnels, you're testing your lead magnets, you're testing your offers, you're testing your pricing. You're trying to optimize your business. That's what a marketer should be doing in your business, is constantly testing. So that's my thoughts. 4 offers to scale any business. We did the 2 funnels every business needs. And lastly, let's end on business automation tools, because this was segues into that talk I had today with the guy, we'll call him business investor, where basically he wants to invest, scale, and build out, but he's like, where does AI fit? How do businesses use AI? And I'll tell you what I told him, just to share it. So most businesses struggle with the follow-up. They're always trying to chase the new lead that comes in without nurturing or continuously following up with the leads that have come in within the last 30, 60, 90 days and so forth. You should always be building that email list because there's a pyramid. I think it's the buyer's pyramid. Don't quote me on it. Where it's basically only 3% of your market is ready to buy right now. The rest is ready to buy over the next year or two. If you don't stay top of mind and constantly follow up with them, you lose out on that whatever 97% of additional just because you didn't continuously follow up with them. Most let's take service based businesses. This is your HVACs, plumbers, home service or HVAC plumbers, electricians, roofers, solars, um, that industry, for example. So what they struggle with is follow up. They're doing manual follow up. Like I have a client in the United Kingdom, and he has a bunch of leads, but he's not doing any email marketing. He's not following up with them. He's just always chasing the new leads that came in within the last 72 hours and then going out and spending more money on buying more ads without nurturing and following up with the leads that came in. He's like, because most people are like, oh, I set an offer for a week and they didn't buy. And then you move on to the next one. It's like, no, you have a automation that automatically follows up over the next 90 days. That continuously does two things: adds value, and stays top of mind. And you're always testing offers. Again, those four offers. What is your customer conversion offer? The one that converts leads into paying customers, usually through a low ticket offer to get them over the fence, to separate the ones that are ready to spend money and need a solution now, versus just trying to sell one high ticket offer, for example. So that's where automation tools like Go High Level, I'm not sponsored by them, but that's the one that basically you can automate your follow-up. Basically, you can automate your follow-up for your emails and text automation. You should do two things. One is speed to reply, because most business owners, they don't respond, though they don't answer the phone call, they'll miss a call, they're on a job when the lead comes in, and then they don't follow up. So that's where having an automated system, before we even touch AI and talk about AI, you need to have automation built in your business. So that's where Go High Level can do two things: automatically respond as soon as the client, as soon as the lead fills out the form on your website. Again, through your squeeze page, not your sales page, your squeeze page, or your website, not your website, squeeze page. Because you understand your website will maybe convert 1% if you're lucky. If you have anything, you have too many links on your website anyways. You don't have a video sales letter, which is, I know. So, and then you're sending all your traffic to your website. You're like, visitor, I'm like annoyed from the statement where business owners are like, I have a website. But is your website converting? What's it converting? No. What do you mean? Should it be converting? I just have a website. It's like, like, for example, if you have a website, you'll be lucky to get 1, maybe 2% conversion of just cold traffic going to it. They really have to need that product or service. Usually it's through Google ad traffic. Then on the other side, if you send your traffic instead of your website to a squeeze page where it's just, hey, offer, email, get the offer in your email, which is your lead magnet offer, Myron Golden. You'll now, instead of 1% of converting that traffic, you could convert 40% of that traffic. So you just 4x'd your business just by changing your two funnels without having to spend more on ads and content. That's why this is important to know, because you're wasting traffic. And I know, because I audit businesses all the time, and they don't have the fundamentals of this marketing where they're like, I have a website. I don't have what's a funnel? I don't need a funnel. It's like, okay, you don't want to make money. Why bother? It's like, you have to invest in these tools and a good marketing consultant to like really audit where you are today, to really show you what you're missing, because marketing changes. In 2025, all the sales are going to be done in the DMs. Like these leads that I got from school, they were done in the DMs. They direct messaged me because I was providing a ton of value. They didn't go to my website. They didn't fill out the form on my website to reach out to me. They DM'd me on the platform. So it's like 2025, the sales are done in the DMs. Let's get into that real quick. Quick little thing about that. When you create content, you have to create content. I'm sorry. if you're a business owner and you're like, I want to do a faceless channel, and you're like, no, I don't. You have to create content. You have to be on camera. You have to be the face of your brand. People buy from people. I know creating content's hard. I know it takes a long time. Get over it. If you're not creating content, your competition is, and they're happily going to take your market share. It is what it is. So when you do your content, you need, especially for reels, you need to this real smart marketers and the smart ones. You'll notice at the end of their reels, they'll say, comment the word guide and I'll send you my free book, or comment the word book, or and I'll send you my free guide. They'll say comment a specific word and they'll send you something in return. That's direct response marketing. Don't create content just to create content. All your content should have a call to action, and it should be the same keyword, because again, sales are done in the DMs. Because then what happens is you'll use one of two tools. You'll use either ManyChat or you use Go High Level, where you can build a little AI robot that monitors all your social media comments and channels 24/7. And as soon as someone comments a specific word or phrase, it kicks in and sends them a message. The message asks for their email. Doesn't send them a GIF. It asks for their email, because you're trying, because it asks if it's the same as your website the two funnels. It's the same thing. It's a squeeze page. It's just meant to collect emails. This is how you convert visitors into leads because they're not going to go to your website. They're not going to go to your website. Honestly, they're going to stay on the social media channel. So you'll say, comment the word guide. They comment that specific keyword. The automation kicks in, automatically collects their email, adds them to the email sequence, then sends them the free guide. And now you converted a subscriber or even a visitor who's watching your reels. This is on TikTok. I'm getting a lot on TikTok, which is interesting. So we'll see there. TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts, basically. You also have to add captions. Use CapCut for captions, which is another thing there. So that's the audit. That's a powerful automation, because again, websites are going to die. Funnels are going to die in 2025. They're going to be replaced with social media funnels, where basically all the sales are done in the DMs. So that's the interesting thing of the trend I'm seeing. I'm watching a couple really real interesting marketers, and I'm studying that's the best of education, is like studying your competition. That's what I'm seeing them doing. So it's interesting to see that system implemented. So you add that into your system. Again, your business. So back to this last part we're talking about business automation tools. It's because you need tools to automatically respond, collect leads, and nurture those leads completely automatically without you having to do the manual work. If you're doing manual work in 2025, your business will fail. You won't be able to compete. Inflation will crush your business. So that's why you need automation. Before we're talking AI, you need these automation tools in your business to automatically respond to DMs, to do automatic follow-up, and then automatic nurturing over the next 90, a year even, because you need to stay top of mind. It's a long-term game. There's a phrase I heard a marketer say, which I thought was brilliant. It's like, I don't want to time the market. I just want time in the market. What that means is that I don't want to try and time when's a good time or season to run my ads. He's like, I always want to be running ads all the time. I want time in the market. I don't want to time or find a specific spot in and out and just stop. You always have to, it's like content. It's like tonight, I didn't want to record the podcast. It's 11:56 at night right now. And I'm like, I don't want to record a podcast, but I'm like, I have to create content. Because again, I'm just trying to give as much value. It's that depositing in your goodwill bucket, or goodwill bank, I think it's called. Myron Golden said that, where basically this content. So because this whole episode is hopefully you learn something new to improve your health or your business, or maybe your life. That's my goal. I just want you to learn one thing from this, share my thoughts, which is interesting. So that's enough with automation. There's tools. Go High Level, ManyChat, set them up. You need them in your business. And yeah, so we talked about a lot of interesting things. Let's bring it to the very end for our sponsor. This is sponsored by Empire Pro Tools, my all-in-one marketing and sales system plus community of entrepreneurs, where I can't read this. where we all share a mission to help each other build the business of our dreams. Wonderful, because I want to support small businesses and provide the automation tools and digital marketing principles to help you scale your business so that you can provide time and financial freedom not only for yourself but also for your family as well too. So that's my mission, and that's my sponsor, just me. Hope you learned something new. I really want to thank you for spending time with me. That's the goal of this whole podcast thing. I'm trying to also push myself to stay consistent. Again, it's just trying to stay consistent is the biggest thing. So I'm being consistent with my podcast show. So tune in. I always have a new episode every week, trying to do it every day secretly, but I'm trying my best. So I'm Jonathan Acuna. Hope you learned something. Thank you for staying till the end. Comment something you found interesting. I love to read the comments, separate the ones from the bots. Please like and subscribe, boost from the algorithm. And I hope you have a blessed day and a great new year. We're off to a great start. Bye.